Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the Hot Hustle Podcast with Hype. This is episode 144. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's Hype. It's not Hype. I'm not geeked up. Reoccurring guest in the building. She's still special though. Special guest in the building. Reintroduce yourself to the audience.
It's Taya Moore. I'm back. Third time's a charm.
That's and we got something new to tell y'all about now that we have Tyre here. We've hooked up to collaborate with a bunch of fine podcasters in the tri-state area to do a podcast link live show August the 4th, 2245 Manton Street, down South Philly. Doors are at 2:30. Tickets are available right now. We got the physical tickets on deck for you if you're watching right here on the E-Block Radio Network. There you go. Those are the official tickets right there. We got the posters all around the city. If you're in the city, you get the posters all around. You scan those QR codes. You get the physical tickets, or you can just hit us on the Eventbrite. Again, that is podcast link live show on the Eventbrite. Get your tickets now. VIP tickets are available and they will cost you more at the door. We're still looking for some more vendors too. So if you want to vend at the situation, you hit one of us and let us know, hey, this is the product that I would like to move. We'll let you know if that spot has been already secured or if we can make something happen. But Taya, anything you want to say about PodLink Live show before we move
Well,
on to the
first of
show? Because
all,
we
I
can
want to
dive back
say,
into this. Go
we
ahead.
all linked up. I need y'all to use that word link, and I need y'all to hit that
Okay,
link.
so, so we gotta go air quotes on them too, Cap. We know you the show you curating this situation
I'm the
with the
show
Q.
curator,
Was the Q
and
C H? Did we ever
it's
settle that?
called Podcast Link for multiple reasons. We all linking up to do this show. I, myself, and Mr. Know It All, shout out to him, linked up to bring everybody to the show. So, and we want you to hit the link. So, it's a triple entendre. For those who don't follow me, that's what I live by.
Copy that. We're gonna get into that at the end of the show when we get back to the get to know segment. But we just want to let y'all know up top, get those tickets down August the 4th. Tickets are available right now. Now, episode 144. Taya has become a recurring guest here on the How to Hustle podcast behind. But we got another one for her. Is happiness a choice? Taya, we like to start with the guests here on the How to Hustle podcast behind. Talk to me.
It's happiness is choice. Absolutely. It is a choice because you always have the power to decide how you're going to respond to what happens in life, right? That's where the emotional intelligence comes in. How I respond to things, how I look at life, how content I am with what's in my life. So yeah, happiness is definitely a choice. You choose to be happy or you choose to be unhappy. I already know when people see this, they're gonna disagree. They're gonna say, things happen in life, but it's still a choice on whether you're gonna allow something to have an effect on your happiness, or you're not gonna allow someone or something to have an effect on your happiness. Now I'm gonna tell you, I personally use the word content because I feel like content is more realistic. Life be life in. Shout out to Nah and
Shout
Mimi
out to
of Life Be
Nine
Life
Niche.
podcast. Life be life in, right? So it's unrealistic to think you're gonna be happy every single day, right? So I always say that I'm content because that's an easier place to go up and down. Like I can have a happy moment and go back to being content. I can have a down moment, go back to being content. So happiness is definitely a choice because I choose to say that I'm content versus happy. That's the choice that I'm making. I can very much say I'm happy. You know what I mean? I have happy moments. I wouldn't say my overall disposition is happy just because this world is jacked up. Like, how could I really be, you know, happy all the time? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so damn, you killed me because
What?
we in lockstep here. I agree that happiness is a choice, just like it's like being offended is a choice. When somebody put something out there, regardless of what the circumstances are, you have the choice to be either happy, sad, or go left, go right type situation. And granted, bad things happen all the time. They will continue to happen all the time. It's just the way the life is set up. But when people say like you're making me unhappy type of thing. It's like your happiness is not based on my actions. It's based on if you're still going to deal with my actions. It's based on if you're making the choice to still continue to be with me or around me, or you could just walk the hell away. If this person is making you that happy, you can just walk away from them. But you're making that choice. People never like to look in the mirror and evaluate self and make the honest assessment that you are making that choice and that this is a decision that you've made. You don't have to stay with somebody or in a situation that you find is making you unhappy. But once you decide to stay there, that you've decided to be unhappy, you made the choice. But I definitely believe that it's a choice. It's a series of choices that you make that will get you to be happy or unhappy.
Well, that's the emotional intelligence I was talking about when you said, choose to be offended. Because that's what that is. That is saying, how I let something affect my emotions. So it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing. So that's a good comparison you gave about you choose to be offended, you choose to be happy. It really is on the same level because it all boils down to emotional intelligence.
A lot of people don't have emotional intelligence these days,
Well,
though.
I'm aware. I'm aware. But in the words of Jay-Z, they taught us everything but emotional intelligence, so how could we have it? I know that when I was a kid growing up, nobody taught me about my emotional intelligence. I've learned it as an adult, and I'm glad that I did. And all along, I realized I did have some, but now I'm actually aware of, what it is. And I feel like I'm on a higher level now. I'm not really offended easily by anything. Because like you said, it's a choice to be offended.
Again, Ty, kills me.
What?
That's like nigga. When people say like nigga is cool to say for us, but it's not cool to say for nobody else. I don't give a fuck who says nigga. I don't care. I'm not offended by it. It's not something that is offensive to me. It's not a term that was thrown at me in an offensive manner, a term that was a derogatory manner. Now we talk in 1931 and we watched a movie and we're getting a depiction of something that was old. Now it's being thrown at this person as a derogatory term or an offensive situation. That's different. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, my whole day is ruined though now because somebody said nigga, but that's just me because I'm making the choice to not be offended by this. Now I know like
Right.
when my mom grew up, things was a little different.
Yeah.
What was you about to say?
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying, yeah, like, especially on social media, right? If you're offended easily, it's not the
Get
place.
off. Yeah, this is not the place for you.
Like, I go on the shade room and stuff like that, and I see some of the comments that people make under there, and I just be like, you don't belong on social media. Because why is everything a thing? Why is everything, some deep traumatic situation? Like y'all can see the simplest thing that if you saw it in the street, you probably won't have a problem with it. But you see it on social media, and now it's just this whole big thing. So yeah, you don't belong on social media. Like so people on social media are so offended so easily. I find myself sometimes, especially on Facebook, like, let me word it this way because somebody gonna be offended. Like it's wild. I made a statement one time where I said, women naturally submit to men who we view as leaders. The amount of men who were offended by that was alarming. Now, of course, there's men on there like, you're absolutely right, but those are the men who are leaders, right? The ones who the women don't listen to them are thinking that I'm saying your woman don't listen to you because you're not a leader. I don't know why women don't listen to you. I'm telling you from a woman, because the women agreed, women naturally submit to men that we view as leaders. Not even in a
So that
romantic sense, even in the so much as you could be in the market, you know what I'm saying? And somebody is like, oh, let me help you with that. That's naturally like, here you go, here you go. Because that person took initiative. So it really is
all
that
right,
simple.
so that all goes back to the same situation though. People don't make the strong evaluation of self. When you when you shine the light on that shines the light on somebody when they look at their situation. I always tell people whenever me and my wife have a disagreement, I try to look at it from her perspective to see, all right, because it always can't be the other person. Sometimes it's you. So it's like, let's try to understand what she's hearing or what she's getting from this. let's see how you delivered that message. Look at yourself and don't just always make it the other person's fault. And what you saying there is the dude who's listening, who's watching this, and is the dude who reads that comment on that post and sees that says, "But my situation ain't like that because my girl don't listen to me." Not making an evaluation of maybe I'm not a leader. Just because you're a man doesn't make you a leader. Just because you have a dick doesn't make you a man. It just means you're a male with a penis. Like just because you're a woman, just because you are a female doesn't make you like a woman. Like there's certain characteristics, certain traits, and certain things that qualify you for the job. Like, and if you don't have these things, then you are not that thing. But the problem we have now is we have too many people making bad evaluations of themselves. People look in the mirror and see something totally different than what is the reality of the situation. And some dudes just think, I am the dude, I'm the man, so I should be the leader. Not necessarily. If you're in a situation where she's a better leader, she's a stronger person than you are, then you should probably let her lead, or you should have probably gotten some better skills to help you with leadership. You should probably get with some dudes who have those characteristics that you would like to pick up. But you shouldn't just assume because you are a man or because you are a male or you are a female that you're supposed to be in this one specific particular box. That's just my opinion, though.
No, I agree, and I think that's a good thing you said about not every man is a leader.
Not every male is a man,
But
and not every male is a leader
right,
either.
but let's say this, right? What does a good leader do? A good leader knows when to delegate when there is a task that they're at that time not able to handle. And I think that's the part that people are missing. You know what I'm saying?
A
A
good
leader
leader
doesn't
knows
mean
the
that you
strength.
always have to be in control. A leader is also a person that decides, hey, I need to outsource. Or you know what I mean? Like I need to delegate to in this situation, I need to delegate this to my partner because she's better at handling this than I am.
A
Versus
good
you
leader
doing
knows
it
how
simply because
to
you're the
put
man, and now you mess it up and put us in a hole where the woman knew how to handle this, and if you would allow her to do it, y'all won't be in a hole. So that's part of being a leader as well. Leader and control are not synonymous.
a good leader knows your personnel. You knows what everybody's good at, what everybody's not good at. You know where your strengths and weaknesses are, and you know that you should have people there to pick up where you're weak. For argument's sake, if we're in a relationship and I know you better at managing money, why am I managing the money just because I'm a dude? If I'm bad at it and have shown over the years that I'm gonna keep wasting money on frivolous things, but you're gonna make sure that the bills is paid and that everything is taken care of. Go to the bathroom. You don't need to come in and ask me that. My bad, full time dad. Yeah, like a good leader will know how to put everybody in the best spots in the best situations to make us succeed, not to make me feel better about being the man and looking good.
Agree.
All right, now let's switch it up. We're gonna get to the get to know segment of the show, sponsored by Custom Hustle. It's at Custom Hustle World on Instagram. It's Custom Hustle Co on Twitter. We do custom jerseys, custom jackets, collar shirts, t-shirts, sweatshorts. Four versions of the sneaks: CH1s, twos, threes, and fours. The fives will be out this summer. We're just gonna say. Also now, Custom Hustle has the sunglasses. The sunglasses are on deck as well. You know what I'm saying? Get with us at Custom Hustle World to get yourself a pair of these sunglasses. Also, we have the pocketbooks for the ladies. The pocketbooks are available now in all colors, and we have a few different styles that will be coming out again sometime this summer. So you get with us at Custom Hustle Worlds, Custom Hustle Co on Twitter, Custom Hustle World on Instagram, and make all your customized purchases. Now, Taya, we're gonna do a little word association with you this time because we've gotten to know a lot of Taya on these episodes. So now I throw something out there and you just give me what you think. Caitlin Clark.
Privilege.
Biggie Smalls,
Goat.
Donald Trump,
Asshole.
Omar.
The Wire.
We talked about that the last time with the Kennard situation. So come on, give me just a little bit more on the Omar situation. Because if you've heard this episode before with Taya, check those out in the archives. How to Hustle podcast behind. Give me a little bit more. Come on, Omar. Give me a little bit more.
Mm. He don't like to repeat itself.
All right, Stringer.
Snake.
Stringer was one of my favorites, man. Until he did D'Angelo's girl, Stringer was
He
my
still was a
guy.
snake. He still was a snake.
Basketball. I see you, a lot of your posts. You be talking a lot of sports and situations. Basketball. Who's your guy?
Of all time, my favorite player,
Your favorite player?
Kobe.
We love that answer at the How to Hustle podcast with Hank because he's the GOAT. Who is the GOAT? Who do you think is the GOAT?
I don't believe anybody's the GOAT.
Come on, yeah, elaborate on that one now. We
I
come to
don't
a
believe
screeching halt now. We need a full elaboration right here.
right. So I don't believe anybody's the GOAT because I feel like there's too many things in different eras that aren't the same to actually say that one person is the best. For example, Michael Jordan didn't play in this era. LeBron didn't play in Michael Jordan's era, and so forth. So, and then a lot of people will say that I'm not going to say I don't necessarily agree with this, but because I don't think it's fair to say, but they'll say LeBron played against less talented people than Michael Jordan.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? You said that. I didn't say that.
They both played a few crumbs, but go ahead.
I mean, they both did, but I'm saying like
this
a
isn't
lot
get to
of
know
people,
hype. It's get to know Tiger.
like Michael Jordan had to go through, the bad boys, the Pistons. They used to whoop his, like, yeah. The Jordan rules, that's a real thing. So,
then when he started winning, it was
I
Jeff
don't
Horner
really
second,
believe
Dan
that.
Marley.
So my other thing is that each person has done something the other person has not. So it all depends on your criteria. Like, for example, Michael Jordan never lost a final. LeBron has lost 6 finals. But LeBron is, the leading scorer of history. And he's broke multiple records and he's won on 3 teams. Like, like each person has
I don't think LeBron is in this conversation. I don't know why people are always bringing him up. I don't think
all right, well, I mean, that's the conversation. him, and a lot of people don't have Kobe in the conversation. So
yeah, I mean, a lot of people are wrong. They thought the earth was flat. They thought when they sent people on the boat.
whoa, that's a shot at Kyrie. Don't do that.
All right. The last one that I got. Why are women over 40 underrated?
Because we are. Say no. So the reason why women over 40 are underrated is because I feel like I see a lot of men, that are 40 and over saying they don't want women that are 40 because we're not fun, because we're set in our ways, we're boring, all this nonsense, right? And it's absolutely not true. Women over 40 are lit, okay? We know what we want. Most of us, are stable financially. Not saying we're rich, but stable financially. And we absolutely are fun. Like, all the women I know that's over 40, when we go somewhere, we still have a good time. We still look good. So yeah, we definitely underrated. They people don't want to be involved with us. You know what I mean? A lot of men want somebody 24, 25, and nothing against them. Although I got a 24-year-old, I can't see her dating somebody my age, but that's neither here nor there. But what are you gonna do when it's time to make them appointments at the doctor, or it's time to do certain things that a younger woman may not be experienced at doing yet? Not saying some of them aren't, but some of them aren't. Like there's a lot that comes with having a seasoned woman. Now, yeah, some men may not like the whole setting your ways thing, but and
I believe any person
it's
in this.
80-20, and we're 80.
I believe any person in their 40s is setting their ways. But anybody who wants to be in a relationship, regardless of your age, you could be 15 or 50. If you want to be in a relationship, a prosperous relationship with somebody, you're going to have to come out of some of your ways because you're going to have to grow as a we and not just me. And if y'all stop growing as we, then we just two individuals that just haven't fucking. Now, this is the last segment of the show. This is what we need to know, which is sponsored by H2H Cleaning at H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. We do roofing, plumbing, flooring, HVAC, cleanups, cleanouts. We can trim a tree. We can trim your yard. We can chop down a tree. We can get you all the way situated. However you need that situation worked out over at H2H Cleaning. We are here to help. So just tell us how we can help. Taya, what do
No,
we
look,
need to
I'm
know?
sweating. I'm sweating my shirt.
It's a bean outside for all
I
those who
know, but
thought that
I'm
Philly
just looking
didn't get this
down
hot.
like I'm looking down like this whole episode. I just happened to look
What
down and I'm literally sweating. So anybody see this, that's what it is. I'm not
wasn't
breastfeeding.
nobody noticing until you started zooming in on
Hey, listen,
yourself.
I just had to
All
say
right. What do we need to know, Taya? Talk to me about what we need to know. We have any books we wrote? Are
that.
we curating anything? Do we have any new T-shirts happening, Taya? Don't leave stuff
Listen,
out.
listen,
What
listen.
do
All
we
right,
need to know?
so I have a few things to say, okay, since the last time. So no, last time I did talk about my author tees, I would have one on, but as he said, it's a bean outside, and I was hot in it, so I had to take it off. I had on my I am content shirt, I am content, double meaning. Remember I told y'all about the Andre thing. So I had the author tees, www.juddinez.com/authortees. And actually, as of today, author tees now has tumblers. My quotes are on tumblers. So when y'all drinking y'all coffee or drinking y'all tea or water, or whatever in the morning, you can drink it with one of my amazing quotes on them. So I'm very excited about that. Literally this happened today. So that's a How to Hustle podcast exclusive. All right.
Copy that.
So the other thing is no, I don't have any books right now. I actually am working on with somebody, but I ain't gonna talk about that right now. We'll come back on later when it's done and
New
we can talk
listeners
about
every
it.
day, Taya. Throw the books out there that you have already done, Taya. I'm trying to
Oh,
let you live here, but you appear to be
oh,
fumbling the ball, Taya.
my bad, my bad. I'm trying to take over nobody's show. All right.
This is all about
Oh,
you. This is what we need to know. This ain't
yeah,
got
you
nothing to do
right.
with
You
me.
right. All right. Okay. A fresh cappuccino sugar. That is on Amazon. Self Care is Bay. Bay stands for before anything else. It is a self-care workbook journal for men and women. This is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So yes, I absolutely do care about men's mental health awareness. Absolutely. That's why I made the journal. It's for men and women. And last but certainly not least, Podcast Link Live Show. As Hype said, I am the show curator. That means from the moment y'all walk in and see comedian Mel Harris on stage until we end the show, giving a bow with all the performers, and I'm back behind stage. I told them I ain't coming out there. They keep saying they're gonna pull me out.
Taya
But
comes out at about five. What was it?
no.
5:32. We bring
So
Taya out.
from
five
the time
thirty-two.
the curtain opens to the time the curtain closes, that's gonna be all me. How it flows, what the topics are, everything. I'm curating this whole thing. I'm very excited. The last to tie into that, I'm the curator for the Mr. Know It All podcast. Every week, every show, I'm the curator. Sometimes I'm on there when they just invite me. Hype and I was on there a couple weeks ago, and we talked so much it wound up being two parts: 182 part one and part two. So that's what I got going on. I'm very excited. My Black Fathers Are Underrated author tees did pretty well. Besides the fact that somebody tried to bootleg me, but that's a whole nother story we can talk about another time. But yeah, that's what I got going on. And third time's a charm. It's my third time being on here. So, you keep inviting me back. I guess I'll be doing a good job.
Hey, listen, put your feet up, get comfortable. Um, all right, y'all. That's episode 144, the How to Hustle podcast. Appreciate y'all hitting the button. Make sure y'all get them tickets. Hit the link in my bio. Podcast link live show, August the 4th. Tickets are on sale now. Appreciate you hitting the button. We are out.